Well, we're moving through this little patch of timber here, and we got a fresh little scrape here. The other half of the tree, so looks like we're getting on something here. It's only 42 acres of property, but there's a lot of deer that's held on this property. And I believe this is going to be where we're at opening the day on a little bit of a doe patrol. So, well, we've moved on down through this to the bottom half of this little acorn patch right here, and we've got a good little transition here coming from thick to open timber into the acorns. And we've got a nice draw right here, or as you say, you got a funnel coming up the edge here, right along the thick. And I've sat here in the past, and that's exactly what they do. They come up from the bottom where they bed on the hillside close to the road, and they come across the logging trail straight up along the edge of this and come across right here. And they'll either go out that way towards the creek bottom, or they'll just keep following the edge all the way up to the field up there. And well, we got 1 week to go. We probably shouldn't be walking in here like this a week before, but with our work schedules, we haven't got much scouting done, so we're in here today.
Making a little bit of a mock scrape. Get them bucks already coming in here hitting it.
A good traveling place for these deer. They use this old logging trail to go back to their bedding. I don't know why they like it so much, but at the back of the property, it comes into a corner, like an arrow. And they love bedding back there. And I've hunted this property for probably 7-8 years now, and they've always bedded back there. I can't find out why they go back there. It's open, but that's where they bed. As you can see here, they're using this logging trail pretty good. A lot of deer tracks. There's a buck track right there. Don't look like too big of one, but it's a good sign, deer coming through here. And right up here, we got a trail camera set up on a intersection. We got a logging trail coming up this way, a logging trail coming up the hill, and then we got this one. They all three meet at the bottom of these acorns. And during muzzleloader, when the leaves are off the trees, you can set up on this hill, and in your tree, you'll be able to see all this right here, the deer coming out of this thick part here, because the fence line down there, they travel the fence line quite a bit. We just pulled up to our first camera, like I said, on this intersection here. We got some good sign also, because we got some acorns dropping right here. I just pulled the SD card on my camera. It's got 2,270 photos, so we should get eyes on a good one here. Well, right here, this buck right here, we call him HR. We got him the very first time back in, what do you say?
It was back in June.
Back in June?
Early June.
Early June. We gave him the name High Rise because he's a real tall 6-pointer. And we just had a new buck show up right here. He's an 8-pointer. He ain't got nothing special going on, but we decided to give him Classic 8 as his name just because he's ordinary. Same old, normal old 8-pointer. And right now, with these bucks in here, and this time of year about this property too, right when they start losing their velvet is when giants start moving in this property. And for this, let me pull it up. I'll show you an example of the deer that comes in here when they lose the velvet, just because it's thick. It's got berries, acorns, water, fields, cover. They got everything they need in here. That deer right there came in last year right when they lost velvet, coming out of the field. And then later on, Thanksgiving Day, I didn't hunt that evening, and I kicked myself in the butt because this deer right here showed up coming out of the creek. He was going into the creek bottom at 5:05 in the evening and coming back out of the field at 5:45, and I didn't hunt that evening because I was with my family. And that's what you get. You just gotta get out in the woods. You get out in the woods, it pays off. Well, we just went down in this bottom here and checked this trail camera down there, and as of right now, our best spots that we found out is this intersection right here, this road. Because we got several pictures of High Rise, W6, and Classic 8 right here. Down there, we got one picture of High Rise and a mama and a fawn coming through every day, and that's not what we're looking for. But we got one more camera to check down here in another oak flat at the creek bottom. So I mean, that camera usually does really well, so we'll see what happens.
Oh. It's in our blood.